Hey guys, welcome back to Hooked by KayMac. I am Kayla Noel, and today we're going to be talking about what's in my tackle bag slash tackle bags. I'm going to walk you through everything I bring on every fishing trip and the things that I keep in my car in case I need them. So we are back on the water. If you can't tell, this is one of my favorite spots to just hang out, to fish, to do all the things. So we're going to start off with my everyday, what I'm taking with me most times that I'm going fishing, unless it's like a low gear day where we're trying to move around a lot, but if we're stationary, just fishing on the bank. If I had a boat, I would probably bring this setup on a boat too. And yeah, we're going to just be talking about that a little bit. Yeah. So this is the main bag. This is what I bring every single time because I can just put this on my back. One thing about me is I prefer to be hands-free. So if I can not have anything in my hands, I won't. I even have this carabiner here to clip my keys onto because I hate carrying them. And then if I have a purse on me, I clip that on there too. So let's get into it. So obviously none of this is sponsored, but you will tell that I love this brand and I don't want to butcher the name, so I'm not even going to try to pronounce it. But most of my stuff is from Dick's or other little places, so I'll try to tell you where I got everything, if that's helpful. But yeah, so the bag is from Dick's. I got this bag and my other tackle bag, both from Dick's. I think it was around $30, something like that. I told myself I had to continuously fish for over a month in order to get a tackle bag, because I had been using like a drawstring bag to collect all the stuff that I was gifted or whatever. And I was like, I can't, because I have this tendency to get into a hobby and then do it like hardcore for like 3 months and then never think about it again. But if you know about fishing, you know it's a little bit more of an investment hobby. So I told myself I had to do it for a certain amount of time in order to get more use. So we're going to start off with the first fishing rod I ever got. This is a Zebco 202. I got this in a bundle at Dick's, and it came with like bobbers and things. Couldn't tell you where those things are now, but this is still trying to figure out the name, but right now we call her Purple Rain. Purple Rain was my first ever fishing rod. I've actually replaced this rod, replaced the reel, because this part comes off a little bit. That's my only qualm with this rod, other than it's loud, but this comes off sometimes. So I lost this and I didn't think about just replacing the screw. I replaced the whole thing. Yeah. And this reel was only $10, maybe $9.99 from Walmart. So rod, Zebco reel, push button, we love her. That's my first rod. My second rod is actually from Ollie's, and this was, I want to say $17. If not, it was definitely, let me not say definitely, because I'm not sure, but I'm pretty sure it was under $20. And this is a Zebco Roam combo. So rod and reel combo, 3 ball bearings. And I love Midnight. I love Midnight so much. She's definitely my favorite rod right now. Love her down. I got that about maybe 3 or 4 months ago. I was just randomly in Ollie's. I kept seeing on TikTok that you can buy great cheap fishing stuff from Ollie's. So I went into the Ollie's and I came out with a fishing rod. So gotta love it. Okay, so we're gonna go into the big pocket of the tackle bag first. This is my camera bag. So all my filming equipment, my camera, my GoPro, my mics, all of my stuff, my drone, and all of my stuff is DJI. So the camera I'm filming on, I have a DJI like Action 4. I have DJI mics. I have a DJI drone, and there's batteries, extra batteries in here. I do have an SD card reader. There's not many times that I read things on the spot, or download videos on the spot, but if I were to, it's there for that. I have a plethora of different tripod options and cases for my different gear, but This always is at the top of my camera bag, the last thing I put back, or top of my tackle bag, the last thing I put back is always my camera bag. Another thing is, in here I have some extra lines. This is 10 pound fluorocarbon. Yeah, this is 15 pounds, 6 kg, 200 yards. Yeah, this is extra fishing line. I kind of wanted to reline my reels, but I just never got around to it. Now we have the bread and butter. I have 3 tackle boxes in the main compartment. This first one has majority of my weights in them. It has some bobbers and it has some hooks. These are my favorite types of hook to use, since I prefer to use a swivel / clip system. So I just clip these on, and I usually fish for catfish. I fish for anything that bites, but I usually fish for catfish. So having that extra line doesn't usually affect it too much because I want it to sink to the bottom. So I have a plethora of different weight sizes. Yeah, that's what's in this first one. There's also some little fake bait worms. Don't know why those are in there. I think they came with one of the tackle boxes probably. So that's one of them. That's probably my second most used tackle box. This is my first most used tackle box. You probably can tell because it's dirty and gross. But another way I like to tell is the clips. The tackle box with the red clips is the one I use the most. So this one has a pre-rigged, I think this is a wacky rig. It might be a Texas rig. I don't know. But I'm realizing that this isn't the best idea because I've noticed that some of my baits melt because I keep my setup in my car. And it is hot. This one has most of my hooks in it. It has some weights just in case I don't want to open the weights tackle box. And I'm just trying to set up pretty quickly. Has a whole bunch of different sized hooks, and then it has some swivels. If I get snagged or I have to cut my line, I can attach a new swivel and start over. But yeah, that's what's in this one. Mainly just hooks and swivels and some reaching floaters just in case. Like if I were to go somewhere where I could only bring one tackle box, it would be this one. And then this has loose hooks and fake baits that already have hooks in them, if that makes sense. So like, and then all my jig heads are in there. So like these guys are in here. I have one section just for my jig heads, loose hooks that don't have the line on them. So this is an example. I don't know what I was trying to catch with that thing, but that's an example. Then we have these scary guys with the double hooks type thing on them. See what I mean? Oh my gosh, I don't know if you can see that. But right there, one of the baits melted. I think these are catfish rigs. I didn't realize they had hooks on them, so I might try these. This beautiful guy was gifted to me actually in another video, I think. But I definitely videoed the day that I was gifted it, so I'll tag that video. But this guy, beautiful, beautiful guy. Do I know how to use him correctly? Probably not, but I think she's gorgeous and I want to learn how to use her. But yeah, that's basically what's in here. Jig heads, hooks, like these little guys, any fake baits with hooks already on them. A melted minnow is in here. These guys, this actually I think is the only fake bait that I bought that I've caught a bass on. But yep, there's that. Oh, here it is. I probably should take that out. But yeah, that's a melted. Sorry, there's like a fire chief driving by really slow and it's distracting me. But yeah, so that's this tackle box. Now on to the last one. Oh no, that was the last one of those. So take all of those out. This is for my tripod, and this in here is that purple reel that came with the purple rod. And you can see there's no handle. But I keep it just in case I get another handle because it does have line, so I could switch it to this one if something happened to my other one. I keep trash in here so I don't litter, so there's just trash stuff. I have a bag of Yum Senkos. I know Senko is a brand, but I think these are actually, this is called a dinger, but yeah, I got a bag of these in here if I wanted to switch to a fake bait. And then, yeah, that's the big pocket. There is, I'm just going to go through the sizes real quick. These are rod holders that I got from Dick's. I prefer them over the smaller rod holders, even though they're a little bit more pricey. These are like $9. This is my tripod that I use most of the time. Not all of the time. Obviously not right now because I'm not using it. This small pocket right here has a fake bait apparently, some manuals, and a brush, and some screws. Interesting. I used to keep the line up there. I can't remember why I don't keep the line up there now. This is the next pocket, the second to last pocket, where I keep my rags, if you can't tell. Keep my knife in there. I don't use my knife as much as I used to. I think this is an extra rod holder, but I don't like that one as much. I keep extra gloves in there. Oh my god. I keep extra gloves in there, in this bag, if I can get it close. That's probably why I was doing that. But yeah, just a whole bunch of rags. Go 76ers. Of course you can't see it because the wind, but yeah, go 76ers. There's a bobber in here too. But yeah, that's that last zip pocket. It's where that stuff lives. And last but not least is this front pocket. And I keep a little fan, because if you can't tell, I sweat. And two, there's a weight of a scale in here. And then my pliers and mine. This is Eagle Haul Claw brand, but this is from Dick's as well. And this is like when it gets deep in the fish's mouth. You don't have to stick your hand in there. Might have other uses, but oh my gosh, are these my split shots? Yes, I found some split shot weights that I'm going to put up here, because some of the ponds here, my weights are just too damn heavy. So that'll be good. But yeah, these pliers are also from Dick's. I got gifted this. So yeah, that's what's in my, this is just, it used to have bug spray in it, but it leaked. So I'm not even sure what's in here right now. Oh yeah, it's a waterproof phone case and some bug repellent stuff. Yeah. So that's everything in my main tackle box. Again, I have this carabiner to hook my keys and my purse onto the main setup. And yeah, that's that. So let's move on to the extra bag. This is, I rarely ever use this bag again because I'm not good at fake baits, and this is where I keep most of my fake baits. So this is a retractable rod I got to travel with on vacation, but I hate her. She was cheap. I got her like next day delivery. Like I thought I was leaving, let's just say on a Saturday. On Thursday night, I just ordered a whole bunch of stuff from Amazon, and I didn't have time to go to Dick's or anything, so I know they have better ones at Dick's and like Walmart and stuff, and I plan to try to get a new one. But yeah, I have this. I just keep it in here because like I don't like, because I could just get a $10 reel and put it on there. Like that's really not the issue. So yeah, I have caught fish with it, so it's like it's not that bad, but it's not good either. So yeah, another same brand fishing bag. It matches, and I love that for myself. In this front pocket, I have some extra reels that I got off Facebook Marketplace. None of them have any line on them, so I got to do that. But I think they're some cute little push buttons. There's this one that I took the handle off for some reason, but this is a Shakespeare brand. So yeah, I have 2 extra reels. Hopefully that will be more useful once I get line in them. And then in this pocket, I have the dividers for the topical boxes. And I have an old school weight that I'm pretty sure doesn't work. And that's why I was gifted. But it does have a ruler. So I have that. In this pocket, I just have some bug spray, because again, it was leaking in that other bag. In this pocket, I have a fan right now. This doesn't usually live in here, but I do have a fan in there at this given moment. I'm not really 100% sure why that's in there, but yeah. And then I have 2 more tackle boxes. These are literally just all floaters and bobbers, and there's some rope in there too. But yeah, that's all this is, just bobbers. And then the next one is pretty much all melted jigs, because I don't know why I didn't think that would be a possibility. But yeah, these look fine. which I think this paddle tail is good. And my white Cincos look fine, but there's something that melted. Oh, these were minnows. Yeah, the minnows cannot hold their weight. These are minnows, and I really did like the minnows. I need to remember to throw all of this away. These are also minnows that might be salvageable. I have some crickets. I don't even know what this melted concoction is. And then we got another blob right here. So I need to figure out a better system for that. Maybe I'll keep this bag in my house. But yeah, I don't know what to do about that. And then we just have some more. So see, this one was $1.99 from Ollie's. So these are, it just says green pumpkin candy, but I think they're like water bugs. These are like a little baby baits that I got in a set of something else, and I ended up using the box for something else. I have this chatterbait, I think it is. Don't come for me in the comments, I'm learning, but I think this is a chatterbait. But yeah, this was $4 at Ollie's. I can't believe I spent $4 on this. It just says hard bait. I have some water shoes in here. I guess if I ever got into a pinch and I needed to get in the water, I got some water shoes. This paddle guy doesn't have a home, so I gotta get him. And then I have some $2.99 Big Mama crawdads. I think that's what these are, crawdads. Green pumpkin, I think. Doesn't say. I got some jig heads. These were $1.99 from Ollie's. Most of these are $1 because I don't know how to use them, so I don't know how I would find them, but they were $1, so I was just like, okay, let me buy them. Huh, company founded in Alabama. This is green pumpkin and blue flake salt tube, $2.99. But this is a big pack, so. And then we have some new color. I think these are crawdads. Green pumpkin with blue flakes. This was $1.99. And then we have some purple crawdads, $2.99. So that's what this bag is. I call it my fake bait bag. That's mostly what I keep in here. And most of my fake bait jigs I have either lost or have melted. Like I had way more crankbaits and stuff. I had a topwater frog. Lost that to the lily pads. So I'm probably gonna do a video where like I watch tutorials on how to use different, try to catch something with them. But yeah, that is my second tackle bag. A lot less interesting than my first, but okay. I have this smaller bag, so I will use that to put these melted jigs in, so I can, and there's a trash can right there. Okay, but yeah, that's what's in my tackle bag. I also bring this chair. I keep this chair in my car. Love her. I believe this is a Walmart branded chair because it is Ozark Trail, which I'm pretty sure is the Walmart brand. I bring my water bottle most of the time. Got this from TJ Maxx in Las Vegas. Of course, always have my keys. I always have my phone. I usually always have my digital camera to take some sort of picture, but I do not have that on right now. But yeah, that is what I keep in my tackle bags. I really recommend starting small with the setup, getting a rod and reel combo, getting rags. Most of my rags are from the Dollar Tree. You can get like a pack of 4. I would go in the car cleaning section if you can't find them. That's where I usually get mine. I like the microfiber ones the best. But if I were to recommend anything, like the things that I can't live without would obviously be everything in this red handle tackle box right here. Things I would recommend getting are hooks. This is an empty bag. Okay, here we go. This is a full bag. Different size hooks for different fish, different occasions, different types of water. Hooks, you can get 5 of these when they're on sale. You can get 5 of these for $5 at Dick's. But I think they're around $1.99 regularly. Get some bobbers. If you get a set of things, that would be a good place to start. So a set usually comes with hooks, swivels. I highly recommend, instead of cutting your line, to reattach each jig. I think that is silly, goofy, but there probably is a reason for it. But I use swivels every time. Weights, I would get a variety pack of weights just for different conditions, different species. So yeah, my biggest recommendation is hook packs. I obviously like the brand Eagle Claw, but that also is Dick's brand, and most of this stuff is from Dick's. So don't, like, you know, die on that hill, as they say. But Eagle Claw, I haven't had any problems with the Walmart brand. Get you some bobbers, get you some weights, get you some swivels, and go get you some night crawlers, and you are good to go. So yeah, that's what is in my tackle bag, as what I would still consider a beginner fisher, a hobby fisher woman. And yeah, trying to think if there's something else that needs to be improved. But yeah, if anybody was wondering, I know that when I first started making fishing content, I was always wondering what cameras they were using. So I have the DJI Neo drone. I have the DJI Osmo Pocket 3 is what I film most of my content on, and then I have an Action Pro, or Action 4, I think it's called an Action Pro. Action 4 by DJI as well. That would be any POV shots. I sometimes would film a long form video with that. Anytime I'm on a boat or anything, it's definitely going to be the DJI Action 4. So yeah, I hope that was helpful if you were curious what's in somebody's tackle bag. I fish what I would consider regularly, so that's everything I have. I haven't bought new tackle in a while. I do plan to buy some new tackle here soon, and I will share that with you. And yeah, thank you so much for watching. I hope this helps. If you have any tackle related questions, please drop them in the comments. Also in the comments, drop your favorite size hook to use to catch multi-species, and 2, what's your go-to things to keep in your tackle box. Like, if you could only have these things, you're picking those things every time. Yeah, thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed the video. Please do all the things, you've heard it a million times: like, comment, subscribe, tell a friend to tell a friend. Okay, love you, bye.